Now don't get me wrong, spending time in zone 2 or this fat burning zone definitely has its benefits that I'm going to mention in just a second. But again, if the goal is just to lose fat, then the focus should mostly just be on total caloric expenditure or the total amount of calories burned. And to help us illustrate this, there's a really cool study where they took two groups and divided one group into a low intensity group that was doing zone 2, the fat burning zone, and then another group was in the high intensity group. Now what they had to account for in those situations was the amount of time, because most of us have a pretty good idea if we spent 30 minutes at the gym and worked at a really high intensity, and then we spent 30 minutes at the gym and worked at a really low intensity, we know we're going to burn more calories at the higher intensity. So this research study had to account for that, and so the lower intensity group, that zone 2 fat burning group, their exercise time was increased to match the total calories burned by the higher intensity group. And at the end of the study, what they found is that both groups lost fat or weight at the same rate. There was not a significant difference between the two groups. So the study illustrated the point that total caloric expenditure is the main thing to focus on rather than getting lost in the details of what type of exercise zone you should spend the time in. Now there are pros and cons to both high intensity exercise as well as the lower intensity form like in the zone 2 or that fat burning zone, which I'll mostly refer to it as zone 2 from here on out.